employees returning to their respective workplaces in the midst of strict lockdown. People laugh when BNP talks about corruption despite being corrupt from head to toe, comments Obaidul Qadir. Some international media publishing wrong and false news intentionally against government and the state, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. 18 civilians killed in missile attack by government forces in Syria's Deraa province. And China tops the medal list with 21 gold medals at Tokyo Olympics. Assalamu alaikum. This is Gulstain Ahmed, welcoming you all to news at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. You have heard the headlines. Now moving on to the details of the news. Bangladesh reported 218 COVID-19 deaths today and 9,369 new infections in the last 24 hours. Director General of Health Services DGHS in its routine daily statement today said the death toll has risen to 20,685 from coronavirus and the tally of infections has risen to 12,49,484. The recovery count rose to 10,78,212 after another 14,017 patients recovered. The statement said 30.24% of 30,980 samples tested positive. DGH's statistics showed the people infected from the beginning, 86.29% recovered and 1.66% died. The statement said of the 218 deaths, 1 is between 0 to 10 years, 6 are between 21 to 30 years, 17 are between 31 to 40 years, 37 between 41 to 50 years, 37 between 51 to 60 years, 66 are between 61 to 70 years, 33 are between 71 to 80 years, 15 are between 81 to 90 years, 4 are between 91 to 100 years, and 2 are above the age of 100 years. 134 out of 218 people died were male, while 84 were females. DGH is informed that 67 people died in Dhaka Division, 55 in Chattogram Division, 22 died in Rajshahi Division, 27 in Khulna Division, 10 in Borishal Division, 9 in Sylhet Division, 16 in Rangpur Division, and 12 died in Mymensingh Division. People are showing keen interest to take corona vaccine as the rate of corona infection and death toll have been increasing daily in the country. Huge crowds were seen at vaccination centers in the capital today. Vaccine receivers have stressed on discipline and well coordination to bring mobility on vaccination process. Concerned said first dose of Moderna and second dose of Pfizer vaccine is being inoculated at this moment. However, many vaccine seekers have alleged that physical distance is not being maintained at the vaccine centers, including Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University. Bangladesh today received 7,81,320 doses of AstraZeneca vaccine as a second consignment of the pledged 3 million doses of such jabs from Japan under COVAX framework. Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen received the AstraZeneca vaccine from Japanese Ambassador to Bangladesh, Naoki Ito, at Hazrat Shahjalal International Airport. Health Minister Zahid Malik and Senior Secretary of Health Service Division Lokman Hussain Mia were also present at the airport. Dr. Momen said these consignments of vaccines are important for Bangladesh as around 15 lakh people are waiting for the second dose of these Oxford-made vaccines. He said the third consignment of these jabs will arrive here from Japan on August 3rd. All export-oriented factories, including ready-made garment RMG, will reopen from tomorrow. RMG factory owners have taken necessary preparations to open their industries, maintaining the health guidelines as a strict lockdown is continuing across the country to check the corona infection. Meanwhile, following the government decision, the workers have set out for Dhaka to join work in their respective factories. Dhaka-Aricha highway was seen crowded with Dhaka-bound people and vehicles like rickshaw, van, auto rickshaw, pickup and private cars. People were seen walking to reach Dhaka as the public transport is suspended due to the lockdown. Some people returned Dhaka on different kinds of goods-laden vehicles. The ferry terminals in Munshiganj, Shimulia and Madaripur's Bangla Bazaar witnessed heavy rush of Dhaka-bound people from early in the morning today. The passengers are not reportedly following the health protocols. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary has said the Parliament Members Club is unique in all aspects than all clubs in Bangladesh. Parliament Members Club has been created through proper modernization. She said this while inaugurating Parliament Members Club in the capital today. The Speaker urged the Parliament members to use the club for various needs. Chief Whip Noor Alam Chaudhary also spoke on the occasion. Whip Iqbalur Rahim and Abu Said Al Mahmood Shapun, Parliament members Sheikh Salahuddin Jewel, Abdullah Al Islam Jacob, Nahim Razak, Shafiqul Islam Shimul, Razi Mohammed Fakrul, Abdus Salam Murshidi and Rumana Ali and concerned officials of the Parliament Secretariat were present. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said people laugh when the top-to-bottom corrupt PNP speaks against corruption. He said this joining a program virtually at Bangabandhu Avenue in the capital today. Awami League Subcommittee on Relief and Social Welfare organized it to hand over ambulance to Gausia Committee for transporting coronavirus patients and bodies in Chattogram. Coronavirus protective materials were also distributed at the program. Obaidul Qadir has reiterated that the government of Sheikh Hasina is very strict against corruption and irregularities, and she has already proved it. On the other hand, corruption and misdeeds during the regime of BNP spread to the international arena by crossing the border of the country, he added. Awami League General Secretary goes on to saying the alternative powerhouse, Hawa Bhavan, was a symbol of corruption, extortion and looting during the rule of BNP. He has called upon leaders and activists of Awami League to stand by helpless, poor and affected people in August and the month of mourning.
এই মহামারীতে আমরা রাজনীতি করি, এটা দেশের মানুষ পছন্দ করে না। আমরা রাজনীতি করতে চাই না, কিন্তু বিএনপি রাজনীতি নামে যে মিথ্যাচার করে, সেই মিথ্যাচারের জবাব আমাদেরকে দিতে হয়। আপাদমস্তক দুর্নীতিগ্রস্ত বিএনপি যখন দুর্নীতি নিয়ে কথা বলে, তখন জনগণ উপহাসের হাসি হাসে। আত্মশিক্ষিত দুর্নীতিবাজ দলের এসব মুখরোচক কথার নৈতিক মানদণ্ড নিয়েও মানুষ পরিহাস করে। করোনার পাশাপাশি ডেঙ্গু আমাদের জন্য আরেকটা চ্যালেঞ্জ হয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে। প্রতিদিনই দেখা যাচ্ছে ডেঙ্গু রোগীর সংখ্যা বাড়ছে। হাসপাতালে বেডের সংকটের মূলে আজকে করোনার চেয়েও ডেঙ্গু কম দায়ী নয়। কাজে এ ব্যাপারেও আমাদের সচেতন থাকতে হবে। ডেঙ্গু বিরোধী অভিযান সিটি কর্পোরেশনগুলো শুরু করেছেন, এটা আরো জোরদার করতে হবে।
Awami League Organizing Secretary Advocate Afzal Hussain, Relief and Social Welfare Secretary Shujit Roy Nandi, Central Executive Members Riazul Kabir Kausar and Syed Abdul Awal Shamim and leaders of Dhaka South City Unit Awami League spoke at Bangabandhu Avenue. Chattogram South District Awami League General Secretary Mofizur Rahman and leaders of the Gausia Committee were virtually connected with the program. Later, coronavirus protective materials and awareness leaflets were distributed. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hasan Mahmud has said some foreign mass media are intentionally publishing wrong and false news against the country and the government. He said this responding to a query from journalists at his official residence today. Earlier, the minister virtually joined a program to provide financial assistance to the affected journalists in Rangpur. Dr. Hasan Mahmud says these foreign media houses get connected with some people whose only purpose is to present the false information. Replying to another question from reporters, the Information and Broadcasting Minister said words against corruption don't go with those who become the world champion in corruption for 5 years in a row during their regime.
দেশ থেকে কিছু অনলাইন পোর্টাল পরিচালিত হয়, সেগুলো ধারাবাহিকভাবে বাংলাদেশের বিরুদ্ধে বিষোদগার করে, অপপ্রচার চালায় এবং অনেক সময় গুজব রটনা করে। একই সাথে বিদেশের কিছু নামকরা গণমাধ্যমকেও আমরা দেখতে পাই যে উদ্দেশ্যপ্রণোদিতভাবে ক্রমাগতভাবে আমাদের সরকারের বিরুদ্ধে, দেশের বিরুদ্ধে তারা নানা ধরনের অসত্য প্রতিবেদন প্রকাশ করে এবং দেখা যায় তাদের কিছু প্রোগ্রাম আছে, যেমন ফোন ইন প্রোগ্রাম। সেখানে দেখা যায় যে এমন এমন ব্যক্তির মাধ্যমে ফোনটা আনে যাতে সরকারের বিরুদ্ধে বলে, সেভাবে আগে থেকে প্ল্যান্টেড করা হয় এবং একই সাথে কিছু ব্যক্তিবর্গের সাক্ষাৎকার নেওয়া হয়, নির্দিষ্ট কিছু ব্যক্তিবর্গের যারা সবসময় সরকার বিরোধী হিসেবে পরিচিত, তাদেরই সাক্ষাৎকার নেওয়া হয় এবং সেই প্রতিবেদনকে ভ্যালিডেট করার জন্য, ক্রেডিবল করার জন্য আমাদের কারো কারো বক্তব্য নেওয়া হয়। কিন্তু ওই প্রতিবেদনের মূল লক্ষ্য থাকে সরকারের বিরুদ্ধে একটি প্রতিবেদন দেওয়া এবং সরকারকে সমালোচনা করা। এটি আসলে কোনো ভালো গণমাধ্যমের করা উচিত নয়। মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর সাহেবের দল তো ক্ষমতায় ছিল, যখন ক্ষমতায় ছিল তখন দুর্নীতিতে বাংলাদেশ পরপর বেগম খালেদা জিয়ার নেতৃত্বে 5 বার চ্যাম্পিয়ন হয়েছিল, একবার অবশ্য যুগ্ম চ্যাম্পিয়ন। তাদের মুখে দুর্নীতির কথা শোভা পায় না। মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর সাহেব তো শিক্ষিত মানুষ, উনি ঢাকা কলেজে অধ্যাপনা করতেন, উনি একটু পড়াশোনা করে বক্তব্য রাখা উচিত। ওনার বক্তব্য আর ছাত্রদলের সভাপতির বক্তব্য যদি একই রকম হয়ে যায় তাহলে ফখরুল সাহেব তো আর ফখরুল সাহেব থাকেন না। উনি যে শিক্ষিত মানুষ সেটি হারিয়ে যায়। দেশে $600 মানুষের মাথাপিছু আয় ছিল, সেই মাথাপিছু আয় এখন $2227, ভারতের চেয়ে বেশি। এটি মির্জা ফখরুল সাহেবদের চোখে পড়ে না। বাংলাদেশের মানুষের মাথাপিছু আয় গত 12.5 বছরে 4 গুণ বৃদ্ধি পেয়েছে আর ক্রয় ক্ষমতা 2.5 গুণ বৃদ্ধি পেয়েছে। এগুলো মির্জা ফখরুল সাহেবদের চোখে পড়ে না। এটি খুবই আশ্চর্যজনক এবং দুঃখজনক। এই করোনাকালে সাংবাদিকরা সমস্ত ভয়ভীতি উপেক্ষা করে জীবনটাকে হাতের মুঠোয় নিয়ে তারা এই করোনাকালে কাজ করছেন। ইদানিং আমরা লক্ষ্য করছি করোনা গ্রামে গ্রামে ছড়িয়ে পড়েছে এবং এই ছড়িয়ে পড়ার পেছনে অন্যতম কারণ হচ্ছে গ্রামের মানুষ অনেকাংশে মনে করেছিল করোনা গ্রামে আসবে না এবং সেই কারণে গ্রামে মানুষ প্রচন্ড অসচেতন ছিল। সুতরাং আমাদের গণমাধ্যমের দায়িত্ব হচ্ছে, আমাদের দায়িত্ব হচ্ছে মানুষকে সচেতন করা, গ্রামে যাতে মানুষ সচেতন হয়।
Rangpur Deputy Commissioner and the Press Club jointly organized a program to give financial assistance to the affected journalists. Director General of the PIB Zafar Wazid, Rangpur Deputy Commissioner Asif Ahsan, Rangpur Press Club President Mahbubur Rahman and Rangpur District Awami League President Mamtaz Uddin Ahmed also spoke. The month of mourning begins tomorrow for the nation to recall once again the brutal assassination of its founding father and renew the pledge to safeguard perpetually the country's independence and sovereignty. The killing of father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and most of his family members on the fateful night of August 15 in 1975 is the ugliest chapter of the nation's history. The self-confessed killers of August 15 did not assassinate Bangabandhu alone, but also killed 16 other members of his family, friends, and relatives. The martyrs of the August 15 carnage included Bangabandhu's wife, Bongo Mata Begum Fazlatunnisa Mujib, his sons Sheikh Kamal, Sheikh Jamal and Sheikh Rasul. Daughters-in-law Sultana Kamal and Rosie Jamal, Bangabandhu's brother, Sheikh Nasser, brother-in-law Abdur Rab Shahnibat, nephew and eminent journalist Sheikh Fazl Haq Moni, Moni's pregnant wife Arzu Moni, and Bangabandhu's military secretary Colonel Jamil. Bangabandhu's two daughters, incumbent Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and Sheikh Rehana, escaped the planned assassination as they were visiting Germany at that time. With the killing of Bangabandhu, the greatest son of the soil in 1,000 years, a pall of gloom descended and a sense of deep sadness spread among the people in the country and across the globe. The world protested and condemned the killing, saying it is an irreparable loss to millions of people of Bangladesh. Like in the previous years, different political and socio-cultural organizations, including ruling Awami League and its associate bodies, have chalked out month-long programs to observe the month of mourning beginning tomorrow. In view of the current coronavirus pandemic, the ruling Awami League has decided to observe the month-long programs commemorating the 46th martyrdom anniversary of Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and the National Mourning Day on August 15 on a limited scale, maintaining health guidelines. And now, moving on to international news. COVID-19 global death toll climbed to over 42,28,000 and total corona case tally rose to 19,81,77,000. The United States, the worst corona-affected country in the world, has now over 3,56,88,000 confirmed cases and over 6,29,000 deaths. The death toll in India climbed to 4,24,000 and the total tally of COVID-19 cases is 3,16,14,000. Japan extended a state of emergency to areas around the capital, Tokyo, and to its second largest city, Osaka, following a record-setting surge in COVID-19 cases. The emergency will run from Monday through the end of August. At least 18 civilians have been killed in Syria's southern province of Deraa after Russian-backed government forces targeted residential buildings with surface-to-surface missiles, the Syrian Civil Defense said. The Civil Defense said, also known as the White Helmets, a volunteer search and rescue group operating in rebel-held parts of Syria, said several others were injured in the bombardment on Thursday in the town of Al-Yaduda. The latest round of fighting, which began on Monday between government forces and rebels in the area, has been described as United Kingdom-based War Monitor as the heaviest clashes since most of the Deraa province came back under government control in 2018. And now news on Tokyo Olympic Games. China topped the medal table as they won 21 gold, 13 silver and 12 bronze medals at the end of the 8th day of Tokyo Olympic Games. Host Japan is in the second position of the table as they bagged 17 gold, 5 silver and 8 bronze. United States of America got 16 gold, 17 silver and 13 bronze and stayed in the third position. Russian Olympic Committee ROC is in the fourth position of the medal tally, while they earned 11 gold, 15 silver and 11 bronze medals. And now to end the bulletin, the headlines once again. 218 deaths from coronavirus, including 9,369 fresh infections in 24 hours. Infection rate 30.24%. Export-oriented industries and factories to resume from tomorrow, maintaining health regulations. Employees returning to their respective workplaces in midst of the strict lockdown. People laugh when BNP talks about corruption despite being corrupt from head to toe, comments Obaidul Qadir. Some international media publishing wrong and false news intentionally against government and the state, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. 18 civilians killed in missile attack by government forces in Syria's Deira province. And China tops the Middle East with 21 gold medals at Tokyo Olympics. And that was all from the newsroom at the moment. Thank you for staying with us. And we invite you